Good morning. What's going on, everybody? This is Strimtom, and today we're going to talk about the Black Friday deals for Dungeons & Dragons Online and Lord of the Rings Online. We'll start with Dungeons & Dragons, move into Lord of the Rings. If you want to skip to one or the other, time code in the description of this video. So, what are the deals going on? Well, there's a couple of good deals depending on the your individual game. So to start off with Dungeons & Dragons Online, starting now through Monday, December 2nd, so that's obviously until Monday. This is Friday when this is going up. You get double the bonus points on any of the point bundles that you buy, and you also get an Elixir of Discovery based on the bundle that you buy. So the Elixir of Discovery is an elixir that increases your chance of finding named items from chests. Very useful for raids because you can't re-roll them even if you wanted to. And then also it's just convenient when you're trying to find named items in chests. It doesn't guarantee a certain one, it just increases the amount of money, or not amount of money, amount of time. Decrease the amount of time that it takes to get certain named items because it increases the chance that you'll find one. On top of that, it's double bonus points. The bonus points starting out at the lower packages, the lower tiers, the bonus points are like not really the larger portion of what you're actually buying. But then as you move into the higher tiers, you start getting more and more bonus points. As you can see, if you were to buy the normal point bundle where it's like, oh, you are like, because it's basically double the bonus points. So this would normally be 600 points. Now it's 700 because it's an extra 100 bonus points. Whereas similarity here, this would be like 3150, and now it's closer to like 5,000. So it depends on what you're looking for. Obviously, you get more bonus points as you go up, although you may not be willing to spend $199 on DDO points, but it's just something to think about. The double bonus points is a really, really good deal. On top of that, there's 50% off select items in the DDO market. So what items are on special? Well, right away, Sharn, not on special at the moment. You can buy it with points, so if you wanted, you could buy some of these points here and then just go buy Sharn in the DDO store. So spend your points here and then do that. There's also Ravenloft on special. In fact, one of the things that's crazy is the Ultimate Fan Bundle for Ravenloft, which is $64.99 on right now. You get a whole bunch of super sick cosmetics. You get 60 days of VIP access, and you're also going to be picking up character slots, shared storage, racial enhancement point for every single character, the teleport to Ravenloft, the weapon aura, the standing knife fighting so you don't have to unlock it, and astral shards, mirrors of glamoring, raise cakes, just a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, and you get a character slot. So if you were considering buying anything, the Ultimate Fan Bundle is definitely a great deal right now because of what you get. It's essentially like, I'm trying to think of what the approximate price would be. It's probably close to about 10,000 DDO points, but it's for $64.99, plus you get exclusive cosmetics and stuff, and just the convenience of having the ability to teleport to Ravenloft. It's pretty cool. And then the rest of the expansions are all on special. Shadowfell Conspiracy, 50% off. Menace of the Underdark, 50% off. And then the other stuff is not on special. And this is kind of interesting because if you look at stuff like Shadowfell, the Collector versus the Standard, the Collector Edition, it gives you the iconic heroes. It also gives you a greater tome of learning per character, or per game world, so that way you can get all that extra epic XP if you want. And then also, you've got the +2 skill tome for every single character. You also get DDO points for buying this bundle and a bunch of character slots. So if you think about, you're going to be spending $24.99 on this pack, but then you're going to be picking up not only 2 adventure packs, 3 different iconic classes, 3 character slots, and the Tome of Learning. It's not a bad deal. So it's something to think about there. There's also the Legendary upgrade available, but that's not on sale, so consider that. And then, of course, you've got the Menace of the Underdark, which is on 50% off. Gives you the Underdark, gives the Epic Destinies, Druid class, Evening Star Challenge Pack, 1 greater Tome of Learning, as well as Veteran status. And it comes with the DDO Classics Adventure Pack bundle, so it's 4 different adventure packs: Fairlight Carnival, Attack on Stormreach, Path of Inspiration, and Dreaming Dark. I don't like any of these quest packs, but lots of people do like them. They're all quest packs that really benefit from having a rogue, and I don't usually play rogue, so that's my personal opinion on that one. But it's still a pretty rad deal if you're thinking about investing and getting into Dungeons & Dragons Online, because you can always buy like the regular Menace of the Underdark, but then it just doesn't come with like the Druid class, it doesn't come with some of that other stuff. Same thing with like Shadowfell Conspiracy. You can buy the regular one, no problem, but then it's only comes with Purple Dragon Knight, doesn't come with the other iconics, not as many character slots, you get a lesser Tome of Learning, less points, and even from just the points perspective, it's kind of worth it to buy the more expensive one. Now, outside of just what's on sale in the DDO market, there's actually some stuff in the DDO store. So you get 35% off racial action point tome. So let's just say that you didn't buy the Ravenloft Ultimate Fan Bundle, because $64.49 is a bunch to drop on a game all at one time. Well, the Racial Action Point Tome is there. Now, while the Ravenloft Ultimate Fan Bundle does give you a Racial Point Tome for every character you make for all time, and this is just one, again, it depends on what you're able to buy. The +7 ability tomes are 50% off. So usually they're about 6,000 points, so you're going to be looking like about 3,000 points, which is nice. But there is still the bundle in the store, the anniversary bundle, for 4,000 points. You can get all sorts of crazy stuff. Just make sure you consider that if you're thinking about the bundle, because there's the anniversary bundle, which is like shared bank space and some other stuff, and a +8 tome for 4,000, which is still a better deal than this. So consider that. And the Blade Forge Iconic is 75% off, so it's really cheap. If you want to play Blade Forge, you can. Blade Forge are good. They're powerful. They're fun. I think actually playing as a Blade Forge Paladin was one of the most fun things I did while I was on the hardcore difficulty, because Blade Forge Paladin just kind of stays alive. You're super duper tanky, and not only that, they're also able to heal themselves through repair spells, so you don't have to worry about like finding healing amp or anything. And they're great for solo play, and they get more healing spells than a regular Paladin. Paladins only get up to Cure Serious, but they actually get Repair Critical as well as Repair Serious Mass, which makes them very, very interesting. And then finally, you have the new item, the Wish of Inheritance, added to the DDO store. This is an item that allows you to change the binding state of an equipable item from bound to character to bound to account, that then binds to character on equip. So what this means, okay, you are planning on playing doing raids. You do, as the picture shows, there's a guy with a Sword of Shadows in his hands. You do a raid, and you get an item that is bound to character from the raid. But you're doing the raid, and every time you raid, you always play your tank, because your guild needs you to play tanks. But you're like, man, you know what? I really, really want to play an assassin-type character. And you're running Strahd, and oop, there goes Pain in the chest, and you just got it. Well, now you can take that Pain, which is one of the daggers, and you can make it bound to account, move it over to your assassin character. Once they equip it, it rebinds to that character. This does not make it unbound, so that other people, you can't trade it to other players. It's only for yourself, and you need to have an access to the shared bank to be able to transfer it from one character to another. But it is very, very interesting, because it allows you to essentially move some bound items. And this, I believe, works on anything that is bound to character. So, it says of an equipable item. So I guess you can't move horses and stuff, just equipable items. And this item is 3,000 points in the store. So my personal opinion as to whether this is a good item versus a bad item, I think that this is probably a good item. It's not something I would buy, because I would rather just continue doing the raids. I like doing the raids, I like getting the items, and I like playing the characters. So for me, this isn't a must-buy. But I know for some people, let's just say you pulled, while you're playing on another character, a Mythic Reaper version of a raid item, and you want to pass it over, you have the power to do that. A lot of people have been making comments that they believe that this is going to destroy raiding, because people aren't going to raid anymore, because everyone can just transfer the character items. But that doesn't make sense, because this is very expensive. Like, 3,000 points is not nothing. If you consider that, from the big bonus point bundle or something, this is 3,300 points right here. So that means that, 33,000 points. So this biggest bundle means you can transfer 11 items. When you put that in perspective, a lot of people aren't going to be buying this very often, because this is just something that is going to cost, it just costs a lot. So it's not really going to impact that. You're also unlikely to have situations where people will just be like, oh, I would normally give that to you in a raid or pass it to you in a chest, but I'm going to give it to my other character because I'm going to transfer it. Some people will still do that, and if somebody pulls something in a chest, it's their right to be able to take it out of the chest. They're fine with that. They dropped it. But I don't think it's going to happen as often as you might otherwise think it'll happen. Either way, it's a cool item in the DDO store. Apparently, it's limited release, so you can't get these all the time. So test it out. Maybe if there's an item you want to transfer, you can do that. And then, of course, Autos boxes of all flavors are here until Monday. So let's talk about the Lord of the Rings online bundles. So to start out, it's the same bonus points as Dungeons & Dragons Online. Exactly the same point structure. So you get double the bonus points. On the lower tier bundles, you're going to be getting less points. On the higher tier bundles, you're going to be getting more bonus points because they're split up in different structure. So for example, the lower tier bundle, it's usually 500 points plus 100 bonus. So now it's going to be 200 because it's double, versus the top tier bundle, which is 1,200 or 12,500 points with an extra 21,000 bonus points because of just, I think it's like 11 something or like 10,500 bonus points on the normal bundle. The majority of it is actually the bonus points. They also come with a special unique item that does not exist anywhere else as far as I know, and I don't think you can buy them in the store either, but you can get the task item carry-alls. These are very cool because the task item carry-alls will allow you to carry tasks items. As far as how useful this is, it really depends. If you can hand in task items from the bag without having to take them out of the bag, I would endorse this product and say it's a great product. But if it's like the current crafting bag, where you can't craft from the bag and you have to take things out individually, which is just irritating, I would not super recommend this product. Now, it just comes with the bundle, so if you're already buying the bonus points, don't consider buying the bonus point bundle because you want the bag. Buy it because you want the points. This is a really good deal if you're trying to get into Lord of the Rings Online, get some points, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, the task items, they essentially allow you to carry either 10 or 25 unique items that you can hand into the task board, and they stack up to 2,000, so you can just stack it up forever. Maybe convenient if you play it like endgame. You could literally have like millions of gold trapped in these little task bags, but it's something to think about. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is the sales in the LOTRO market. So the real money store that you can spend money on, not the DDO market, the LOTRO market. There we go, load it up. So Minas Morgul, the most recent expansion, is not on sale right now. However, the sale that came on, or the expansion that came right before it, Mordor, is on sale, 50% off. In fact, all of the old expansions are 50% off. So what exactly do these entail? So the Mordor Ultimate Fan Bundle, Collector's Edition, and Standard are all on special. Now, obviously, the price differences are a little bit shallower. If you just want Mordor and you want to power through from 105 to 115, you can get the Standard Edition. However, you should definitely consider the Ultimate Fan Bundle since it's $64.99 right now. It gives you an Aria of the Valor, so you get a level boost to 105. This comes with pre-imbued legendary weapons that are actually pretty good. They got pretty much all the crystals, which is what matters. The High Elf race, a character slot, a bunch of super dope cosmetics, an XP accelerator for all characters, so this is for all time, which is great, and it works on the legendary server if you want to do that. You get a housing teleport for all your characters that's easy to go to Mordor. You get relics for all your characters. There's good leveling relics, I guess. You get Essence Reclamation Scrolls, which are kind of cool, extra shared slots, and a code for a month of VIP. So, like, the Aria of Valor itself is about $65. So the fact that this is $65 plus the actual expansion, plus the race, the character slot, and the XP items, it's a pretty sweet deal. So if you're thinking about getting, the expansion, consider the Ultimate Fan Bundle because the deal is fairly good. And then all of the individual expansions are on sale. So Helm's Deep, Riders of Rohan, Rise of Isengard, Mines of Moria, Siege of Mirkwood. Now, there's supposed to be a quad pack of expansions. I don't understand why I can never see it anywhere. Like, I don't see the quad pack. It just doesn't exist. I've looked through the special offers. I know it's here. And I know it's even on sale right now. I don't know where I'm supposed to find it. And I find it perplexing. But I'll put a link in the description of the video, so that way if you would like to buy the quad pack, it's essentially the Siege of Mirkwood, Mines of Moria, Rise of Isengard, and Riders of Rohan expansion, all bundled into one pack for $20. Oh, there it is. Now it shows up. It wasn't there before. But yeah, so it's all of those 4 expansions just for $20. So if you want to get into Lord of the Rings Online, this is how you do it. If you want to do everything right now, you think, I'm committed, I'm going to play the game, I want to have all the content that I need to buy. So what you do is you go into the LOTRO points, and you buy with the double bonus points on the Black Friday sales. Buy yourself like the 9,000 points here, so you're all set there. Then come over here into expansion packs, pick yourself up the quad pack for $19.99. With all of those points that you got, you can easily pick yourself up the Eriador bundle, which is on sale right now in the store. Because there's a whole bunch of sales that aren't really on, like, seeing here, but it's on sale, like, in the store. You pick up the Eriador bundle, which gets you up to level 50. All the expansions that you bought get you all the way up to level 85 with the finishing of Riders of Rohan. And then you can either do Helm's Deep if you want, because it's only $10 right here, or you can just do, like, skirmishes, other things to get through that content up to 95. Then you can buy some of the Gondor content with some of the points that you bought, or be VIP and subscribe, work your way through Mordor, and then following that into Minas Morgul. So this is probably a very cheap time to start playing Lord of the Rings Online if you want to get into it, or if you're just unsure, buy the quad pack. It's $19.99, and this is literally hundreds of hours of content for a very, very short price. Like, it's hard for me to stress how much entertainment and content you get for the price of this quad pack. So think about it. I mean, look at all the pictures. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, ooh, oh, ooh. Yeah, good deal. Outside of that, there's special LOTRO store discounts, so 35% off all account-wide mounts. If you like horses, it's a great deal. They don't really go on special too often, so picking up 35% off all the mounts means that pretty much all the mounts that are normally like $2,500, I think, are cheaper. They're like 16 something. So it's just something to think about. Points in the store. 50% off all skill and slayer deed boosts times 25. This is a great deal. This gives you a ton of incentive to go out and grind out those slayers and those skill deeds. Skill deeds are sometimes some of the worst things to grind depending on the character that you play because they can be quite irritating. This will help you just burn through them very quickly, get all those trait points and increase the power of your character. And then the craziest thing, I cannot believe this is even here, 75% off Ironfold crafting. Ironfold crafting, this basically makes it so you're ready to craft all the way into Minas Morgul instantly. You just mastered everything. Usually, this is like 4,000 points because it's 75% off. It's like 1,200 points, and it is such an insane deal. Like 1,200 points with the bonus point deal. Let's just say you spent, this is the $60 bonus, the $60 deal. So you spent $60, you got 90 points. So $60, sure. You might think to yourself, okay, so this equivalent, if I spent $60 on points, this would be about maybe like $9, okay? So $9 for the Ironfold crafting. So what do I get? Well, it means you don't have to do any of the crafting to get up to the newest stuff. It's all maxed out. You can just craft what you want. So you might think to yourself, okay, I like crafting as I level up. Sure. How long does it take? What's the cost value? So each crafting tier, depending on your craft that you're doing, is going to take you, just in material gathering or gold cost, usually, depending on time of day, your server, other stuff, the items might not be in the auction house. They might be prohibitively expensive. Or if you're trying to actually grind it out yourself, each tier is going to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and increasing by a half hour for every tier that you go up of just raw crafting, working time to get through. So if you're trying to do tier 7, you're looking at like 6 hours of crafting. So this is going to save you probably 15 to 20 hours of crafting time for about $9. It's something to think about. Crafting isn't bad, and if you're leveling up, it's kind of good, but if you use one of the level boosts or something, especially in Minas Morgul, this deal is insanity, and the new items, the new crafted gear in Minas Morgul can be really, really good, depending on what you're playing. Actually, pretty much all of it's good. The necklaces are ridiculous, so the shields, the armor, yeah, just get this. Just buy it. And then there's the limited time release. So there's the catch-up boxes for your legendary items, which is pretty exciting. So you've got the... this comes with 200 Scrolls of Empowerment. They just come in different tiers. 25 Starlit Crystals, and a bunch of experience points, which is great. So if you don't know much about imbuement, you might want to look into that. But this is effectively, I think it's like 6,000 points or something in the store. I did the math. This is about effectively half of what you would spend if you were to spend in Mithril coins. So it is worth it if you're planning on leveling up your legendary items. This is less expensive to level up your legendary items than it would be to normally level up your legendary items. Just keep that in mind. It's a cool new item. Great way to catch up. And since if you're buying, depending on if you're buying the points, that's a lot of scrolls you can get pretty quickly. Actually, the scrolls aren't even that biggest deal because scrolls are like not too hard to come by in game. I've been grinding out about 25 scrolls every single day. But it's the Starlit Crystals that are great because these, you can still get them, but they're not as consistent. And you have to do certain tasks to be able to get them, whereas scrolls are pretty much, they come from a lot of different places. There's also Bomber's Bounty, so you can get lots of Mithril coins, craft boots, and other stuff because Bomber's back. And there's a 10 key bundle as well, so if you want to open up a bunch of boxes. On top of that, there's the Curator who is back through December 2nd. So there's new housing items and also a training dummy available for barter. So that's kind of what's going on with the sales. Consider buying some certain things in Lord of the Rings Online. Same thing with Dungeons & Dragons Online. If Let me know if, I don't know, if there's anything interesting or if I got anything wrong. I don't think I did. This deal's pretty good, the legendary thing. Just another thing, don't buy the legendary stuff in the store, just buy mithril coins. So if you're like, oh man, I want to upgrade my tiers and my legacies, don't buy the legacy tier upgrades because you get 5 of them for $12.95. But if you just bought mithril coins, you'd be able to get more of them. So just buy mithril coins and then use the coins to upgrade. Also, it's faster because if you buy the scrolls, you have to individually click them to apply. But if you buy mithril coins, you just like click it and then it gives you a little scroll bar of how many levels you want to go up and it's done. That's great. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you had a fantastic day. I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye.